about I put it instead of World Driver Championship?
I didn't even know that was a game. This is
Yeah.
another golf game.
No, that's a racing game, but that was
Oh,
pretty good. But I'll put it on instead of that. So we'll do Bomberman 64. Okay, and I think we're good.
mhm.
Yeah, I think we're good.
There are games I could have mentioned like Wonder Project Day, but no one's played it because it's a Japan only game.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do stuff that people
Even
aren't.
though it's probably more deserving number on the list somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, it's
I'll
probably
play
worthy,
fan
but
translations.
uh, yeah,
Because I could
Chameleon.
also mention Bongayo, but that's also on the Dreamcast.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty solid list. Wyland, you were exiled again just because I wanted to exile. I'm kind of get practicing for the show. Um,
And I don't know, maybe we could have like stick with N64 exclusives rather than ports.
no, it's all good, man. Like I think the list is solid. Like I mean, we made a couple of changes here, uh, but other than that, it's pretty solid. We can get a winner out of this, but we'll break down 64 to 32 today, and then next week it'll go down to 16, and then the following
I'm
week.
glad you left out Mega Man Legends 64
I almost
for,
put it on there for you guys,
because
but
it's a bad port of the game.
yeah, I almost put it on there for you guys, but then I decided it wasn't that great of a game, so I left it. I left it off because that port,
We
like you said,
squished this area in half.
yeah. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we're gonna do the first bracket first, and then we'll work our way. Okay, lots of fun today, Wyland, and whoever's listening out on the archives.
Old man. So are you saying that Frank is actually Joe Biden in
How dare
disguise?
you? How dare you? Lots to talk about on the show today. Of course, we have regular news. Um, homie discount, whatever. I know we have a Dear Breakman question today that was sent in, so that's good. Um, Eric has a couple of reviews. I don't have any reviews this week.
I
Um,
wanted to watch Weathering with You on Netflix, but apparently it's not on there. But thankfully for me, I've got other ways of seeing that movie.
hmm,
But I'll have
yeah,
to wait for next week.
yeah. Let's see what else. Some interesting stinkos, of course. Interesting sweetos. So, and then to top it all off, we have our top 64 uh, Nintendo 64 games. How appropriate. So we're going to whittle those down this month until we eventually get to the number one game of all time for the Nintendo 64. We
I
start.
think a more exciting matchup would be the SNES or the Genesis
Well, we'll get to it, Eric. This is,
and
I
the
mean,
Turbo.
this was requested by the
Yeah.
chat. So once we get to the final week, we'll ask the chat again what we should do next. We'll give a couple of choices. We'll throw out some choices and whatever the chat picks is what we shall go with. So it's going to be an interesting show today. We're going to have lots of fun. We're breaking down 64. 64 will enter today. 32 will move on to next week. Should be a lot of fun. Wyland, do you have any favorites? We're just waiting for um, Break to jump on. Um,
He needs to
so
pay his Kevin Bacon 64 tax.
that's exactly right.
There's a secret game that Kevin Bacon made for the 64 that nobody
Yeah,
else
I
knows
wonder.
about.
Yeah, I wonder if he got the secret bacon ending on that game.
It's like
Um,
Silent Hill, but you get bacon at the end.
yeah, the bacon is running the whole show. Lots to talk about today. The show's RPGrinders. This is Frank. I'm on with Eric. We're waiting for Break to join. We've got the top 64 games on Nintendo, the Nintendo 64. We're gonna whittle those down to the top 32, and those will, next week we'll do the top 32, and then from there we will, break it down. Yeah, I like the 64 quite a bit. I never had one Wyland, but I did play it pretty extensively, so I know.
I saw the price on the arcade one up Marvel versus Capcom thing, and it's like $500. No way.
Yeah. All right, hang tight for just a
Like
second.
I know you're getting like 4 games, but the Turtles was only 2, and that's 200. So
Yeah.
the logic should be it shouldn't be $100 per game at that point.
Capitalism, man, capitalism. Isn't that I kind of remember like regular Nintendo games will
Like the ROMs in the actual arcade cabinets, from the real arcade cabinets, were cheaper than that. It was
yeah.
the hardware that was expensive.
Yeah. Wyland says I N64 wasn't really my thing, but I'm curious to see what the top 32 will be. It'll be interesting. Wyland, stick around. I know you're here probably for the long haul. I don't know if you're working today, but
But you're basically just making an arcade cabinet out of a Raspberry Pi.
yeah. But we'll get it down to 32 by the end of today's show. So that'll be our free for all today. And yeah, for the near future, this is going to be our free for all. We're going to be doing, we're going to see how this goes this month, and if you guys like it, we'll do more. Marvel and
yeah, apparently you have the choice between Marvel the games or the X-Men game, and then you could play the SNES like quote unquote ports that they made because they couldn't actually port the game, so they just made it a side scroller beat 'em up instead.
Wyland, you're always on vacation, man. I mean, come on now.
He's on staycation.
Yeah, let's be honest, man. You're always on vacation, man. If you're just joining us, we're waiting for Break to join. I know he's working, plus he always has trouble with his computer, so we'll see. Not a fan of the price. Yeah, nobody is. Wyland.
I just think it's weird to add SNES ROMs into the mix of arcade games. I mean, they're arcade enough in their presentation, but they don't take credits.
At least RPGrinders is free, Wyland. So, you get a little bit of entertainment for free. So there you go. What was I going to say? Have you played any Soul Calibur 6, Wyland? Is it good? Because it's on sale, and I was kind of curious.
Aren't you better off getting Tekken?
No, I like Soul Calibur a little bit better. Always have liked.
5 sucked, in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't hear
5 and 4, but 4 was slightly better.
4 was okay. I didn't mind 4. 3 was really good, but I didn't play 5.
I had 4, and I never got around to playing it, and I played it for a bit, and it was like boring to me.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. So lots to talk about on the show today. It's going to be a ton of fun. Just waiting on Break to get here, and then we'll start the show proper. Those cabs have Wi-Fi multiplayer. Ooh, I
think I got the Xbox 360 version of 4 because it had Darth Vader in it or something.
Yeah, there was the different version. I think one have like the PlayStation had Spawn or something, or was it that one where it was?
Oh, that was you're thinking of Soul Calibur 2.
Oh, okay. I remember. I liked Soul Calibur 6 well enough.
I think the 360 version was Yoda and Vader and Starkiller, and then Starkiller was available on the other console, but you got Heihachi and some other characters.
Yeah, Heihachi, which was like the worst of the bunch. I remember that being one of them. In terms of speed, it's closer to Soul Calibur 2. Yeah, but see, that was never Soul Calibur's kind of calling card. Speed was never. It was more of a technical. If what I remember is correct, Soul Calibur.
Or maybe the split was between Yoda and Vader. I don't remember.
Yeah, Soul Calibur never seemed like the speed game to me. Like if you wanted to go for speed, you'd go for another one. Like I don't know. Timed exclusive characters, yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
You eventually could buy the other ones, but I remember that's how it was when it came out.
Yeah. No, I in a way I kind of like that. In a way I kind of don't like that. Like I wish they would like I don't know, like just release all the characters in a DLC pack or not release them. I don't know. I know they have to kind of get their own kind of thing. Wasn't Spawn in one of? No, that was Mortal
The
Kombat.
funny thing about Star Killer being in the game is like I never got around to the Force Unleashed 2, where you play as this clone.
Oh, yeah. There's some hefty matchups in this N64 tourney that we're doing. By the way, like looking over, like there was only a couple of adjustments. Eric that wanted to make, and I made one because we had somebody that threw in one. So I'll have to tell Break when he gets on. But we'll get there. We shall get there. You guys in chat, like Wyland, I have the bracket, so you guys can, you guys will be able to, see the bracket in real time.
Spawn was in the Xbox version of Soul Calibur 2, and then for the PS2 it was Hihachi, and for the GameCube it was Link.
Yeah, I remember Link being for the game. That was cool. That actually was really cool. Let's add Break here. Let's see if Break doesn't show he's online, but let's see if we can add.
Kind of sucks that when the HD version of Soul Calibur 2 was released, there was no Nintendo console because no one wanted to bother putting it on the Wii.
Yeah.
Or on the Wii or Wii U, I guess, at that point, because that's when it released.
Yeah.
It's like, what's a Wii U? Namco was Wii U support.
Hey, Breakman, do we have you?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. Hey, there's
so
been
you won second tag tournament too? Okay.
Yeah, hang on a second, Eric. Break, we have a couple of changes to the brackets, and it's just a couple of games. Like I changed the one that I told you, and Eric added Bomberman 64 and Goemon's Great Adventure.
Yeah, he wanted some golf game in there.
Wait. We're going with best games. Why is Bomberman on that list?
Because Eric won.
Bomberman 64 is the worst Bomberman title.
Yeah, well, it might get demolished real quick, so don't.
Other than that one where they tried to be like
it's got to be. I don't know. I disagree, but I still think it's a better game than that golfing game.
Well,
the
golfing game's still in there, and it was a good game, Eric. But I took out, I don't know who
Body
I matched
Harvest.
up. Yeah,
Body Harvest is something else.
Body Harvest and like I don't know, the one that was going up against Blast Core. So we're good to go now. Okay, you guys ready to go?
Sure.
All right, let's get this party started. We're gonna have tons of fun today.
Bomberman 64's multiplayer was garbage, but it was single player was good.
Yeah. Okay. But the whole point of Bomberman mostly is the multiplayer. But nonetheless.
And I think Bomberman: The Second Attack, which was the sequel, had a multiplayer feature, and it was better than the original Bomberman 64.
Okay. Let's go, guys. Let's get this party started because we got lots to go over today. And welcome everybody to episode 603 of RPGrinders. I'm your host Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, before I get to you guys, Wyland's exiled again. He just sent me a Kevin Bacon exile picture on Twitter right as the show starts. So I just thought I'd say that. How you guys doing? Breakman, how you doing, man?
I'm alright. I'm here.
You're here.
Wouldn't it make more sense to tell Breakman about that than Frank? I don't get it.
What? No, I mean, you know, it's been running, so he's been sending me all these things, man. So there we go, dick pics. How dare you, Breakman? I should exile you too, son of a bitch.
What are you talking about? I don't know something.
I know what you're. Look, you guys, I see everything. You guys know that, right? I have like eyes in the back of my head. Yeah. Eric, how you doing, man?
I guess okay.
Okay, both of you guys are just okay today. Well, I'm doing
I'm
just
I'm
peachy.
very hungry because I didn't get a pizza.
Yeah, I know that sucks, man. They didn't give you your pizza because they couldn't find your address. That shit sucks, man. But all right, we got a packed show for you guys today. We got the normal news. We've got I know we have a Dear Breakman question, which will be interesting. A couple homie
Like,
discount.
I don't know. Like, is Grubhub not giving my address to their drivers or something?
I have no idea, Eric, but we're
They're
right.
giving them a fake address.
Yeah.
They're sending them to the wrong house and charging you for it.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
dick move.
Exactly. Okay, we've
Well, I
got.
think the driver was being dumb and was looking for a house when they should have been looking for an apartment complex.
Yeah. We've got lots on tap for you guys today. Eric's got a couple of reviews. We've got, of course, our usual Stinkos and Sweetos. And in lieu of our free-for-all today, we have the top 64 N64 games of all time. Say that 12 times fast. We will whittle down 64 games down to 32, and those will roll on over till next week. Without further ado, let's get to
RPG news.
All right, Eric, you're up.
Okay, from our RPG site, we got some data on the sale or shipment numbers for the company, not for the retailers, or critical acclaim, I guess. But they surpassed 5 million in shipments and digital sales worldwide.
In breaking news, they say that's a disappointment, Eric. So, you know.
Not 4
Yeah.
million.
No, I know.
That's
man.
how it used to be.
I'm just.
He was joking. I
But-
got it.
But it still hasn't managed to beat Animal.
And nor will it.
I'm talking about the new one.
Yeah.
For some reason, people want to be enslaved to Tom Nook.
I
don't
know.
understand.
You played the new Horizon, not
He's not a slave driver anymore. He's not.
no.
Tom Nook will always be a son of a bitch.
I think it's because Feds in Nintendo Land decided that they had dirt on it. So I was hacked.
So he finally chilled out his ways. He finally cooled his jets, man. That's cool. All right. Big news here. Final Fantasy. I don't think this is surprising. Actually sold a shit ton. So, and it just went on sale, by the way. So, I think on. I mean, it's going to sell even more. You can expect this number to go up to 7, maybe even 8 before it's all said and done, because they'll keep dropping the price a little bit, incrementally. And from all accounts, it's a good game. So I haven't played it yet, but when the price,
Because they'll do it.
oh, of course, of course. And maybe I should wait till the PS5 for sure. All right, break. What do we got next?
Coming to us live from RPG site. Atelier Riza 2, Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy launches on December 3rd in Japan, January 2021 for PC.
Which is about the same time the North American release happens.
Yeah.
Toei Kekmo has also introduced more characters found in the sequel, including familiar faces Teo and Bose, along with newcomer Sari. The game's settings and other new exploration systems have also been revealed. And
Yeah. Sorry,
the dog
guys.
doesn't like that. The
Yeah,
dog does
sorry.
not like this game.
Sorry, guys. I'll mute.
I agree. I'll tell you.
I think the dog just hates your pronunciation.
That's a good excuse too. I can't control this dog. Like anytime like there's a noise, like somebody knocks at the door or opens the door, she just I gotta work on her with that. I don't know.
Only bark if it's a Jehovah's Witnesses, only to drive them away.
Yeah, exactly. I told you, dog. Only bark at the Jehovah Witnesses. Like terrorize the dog until it only barks at religious nuts. Okay,
You give it a treat for regular things, but when it barks at religious nuts, you give it a go.
Yeah.
Good dog.
Complete with like a bib and like a table and everything with like candles and yeah, the whole.
Now just remember that every time you see them people with that black book in their hands.
Anytime you see people with white shirts and ties, they're Mormon, so you're good to go. Stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Breakman, you get it. Breakman. Okay,
Stick the squirrels on them if you can train.
God, squirrels are the worst. Almost as bad as prairie dogs. But anyways, continue on. I didn't mean to interrupt. break.
Now there's just some new gameplay features, dynamic rope action. The numerous runes of the Riz's team will visit on their adventure will have obstacles that hinder their paths. If Rizza obtains a new adventuring tool called the Emerald Band and used a new action to explore every corner. Wait, I said if? No, yeah, why if? What do you mean if they obtain the Emerald Band? She may be able to find, yeah, this is like if they obtain it. She may also be able to find clues that solve the ruins of mystery. Underwater exploration and getting soaked. Ooh, wet t-shirt contest. Swimming underwater with the new action now allows underwater explorations. You can gather materials both on surface and underwater. And
I like this. All this sounds good.
And you can find new ruins as well. Characters who just went back from the water to land will also have their clothes properly soaked. I like that. That happens in Final Fantasy 15 too.
That's a neat little touch. I like when developers do that type of thing. It's good.
Yeah, like in 15 they also get dirty if you go over a day or something with fighting and combat. Like your characters get more and more dirty. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
do you
that's good.
Get bonuses for cleaning them?
No, but you can get items to keep them clean. Like there's like a towel item you can get to clean them off or something. But basically, every time you go to camp, they take a shower or bath or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a deadly premonition. Like if you don't take care of yourself, you start stinking and your health starts deteriorating. But you get paid for cleaning your clothes and taking a shower.
All that stuff happens automatically. When you get to camp, one of them nasty, and another one's like bath time, so it makes me think like they're all bathing together.
That's even better. All right, man.
So the royal capital of Ashram Baird, I don't care. A very large city that Riz's hometown, Kirkin Island, is nothing in size comparison. While getting surprised by the sheer amounts of buildings lined up and people that come and go, Riz will prepare an atelier here to go on a new adventure.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then there's some new characters. I don't think we need to get in.
I already mentioned their names.
It's like they realized where they fucked up with Furious, and they're like, let's improve this immensely.
Yeah, Rizza looks like it's going to be a great game, man. I got kind of high hopes for that. So.
I need to get back to playing Rizza so I can actually review it.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next game from RPG side. Temtem coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and the Switch in 2021.
Apparently not PS4 or the Xbox One.
Yeah, apparently
but
not.
I guess if it's coming to Series X, it is coming to Xbox One. So
yeah,
no PS4 version is weird.
I think the PlayStation. It seems like they might follow in the same footsteps as Microsoft with the backwards compatibility type thing. I just don't know if they're going to do the, if you buy it on PS4, you'll be able to play it on PS5 thing. I don't, that's one thing that they haven't discussed.
They won't, because they're fucking Sony.
Well, we'll see.
They'll probably do cross-buy, but they probably won't do something like smart delivery.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping they do, because that's one thing that Xbox has in spades for sure. And
for Sony, I think it'll come down to price.
Yeah, it depends on price.
How much it will cost them, how much they can sell the system for.
Yeah, which no, but rumors have it like 500, 550. So we'll see. They definitely don't want to do the 600 thing. That's one thing that you can count on. It will not be $600. So
had they released it during the pandemic for $600, they would have been able to sell it.
And that would probably only be really.
Yeah, no question, Breakman. They would definitely have sold. They did.
People were doing that for the Switch. I mean, shit. Mm-hmm. Buying them and selling them on Google, selling them on Amazon for $1,000.
Yeah,
they're selling them on Google.
On that note, Eric, next story.
Xenoblade Chronicles. I hate the Chronicles. I'm just not gonna mention it again. Definitive Edition. It sold 1.32 million units. Ring Fit Adventure 4 million units. And Pokemon Sword Shield at 18.22 million.
What is Ring Fit Adventure? I've never even heard of that game.
It's an exercise game.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
It's some band you wear on your waist. And
that dumb thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Actually, you don't wear it on your waist. You like it, and it's a resistance band.
Yeah, that's a big Pokemon number, isn't it? 18.22. Gee, man, that's a big number. It's like kind of like the number you showed me, Eric, on when you DM me that the Bible has now been outsold by One Piece, which is
Well, lots of things have outsold the Bible, but the fact that it has is kind of hilarious, and I can't verify it actually, but it's probably true. But I think it's funny, especially because the entire point of One Piece seems to be fighting against authority, and it's probably going to end with Journey to the West situation where Monkey D. Luffy's going to probably fight the god of the celestial dragons or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's basically fighting against heaven.
Yeah. Xenoblade is this?
Well, it only came out a couple months ago.
That's true too. So maybe with some price decreases, they might. That's one reason.
It's a lot more than the originals did.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the 3DS version.
Yeah. The thing about it is, though, is like when in comparison to some of the other big hitters, like Pokemon, there's no comparison to. Isn't Pokemon like the #1 selling game of all time, Eric? Like, period. Like,
I don't know.
It's not even close. I don't think it's close. That series, I think, has sold more games than anything. But like 1.32 million sounds like low, but maybe in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that low for a game of that caliber. But okay, let's move on. Let's see who did that story. You, Eric?
I think it helps when
you're losing your mind.
It helps when you don't sell a game exclusively to one retailer. Actually, they did pass up on it. They let Europe do it.
Oh, that's right. You did do it, Break, right?
No, Eric did it.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, Break. You're exiled.
Coming to us live from RPG site, Mortal Shell launches on August 18th for PlayStation 4, Xbox Store. And that is the whole fucking...
it's $30. You didn't know.
Yeah.
That's not...
That's how much it costs.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, guys. My dog is deciding to be a bitch.
The dog hates the Mortal Shell.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
I wonder if it's coming in Game Pass, though. It didn't say, though.
Yeah. It doesn't... The trailer doesn't do it justice, I don't think. I think it could be okay. But I mean, it's not giving us a lot of gameplay or anything like that. Just
one thing I did notice is that the game's playing at 60 frames.
Yeah.
So it's doing whatever trickery Neo did to get it to run that way.
Yeah.
Which means it won't look pretty, but I'd rather have a smooth running game than a pretty one.
I agree with you completely, and I think it does look pretty and it's running it. But Wyland says, I know what games I hope is in the top 32. Episode 1 Racer, MK Trilogy, and KI Gold, if they made it into this. One of the three made it, Wyland. But I had to do a top 64 list. It was really difficult for me to do. I asked everybody to send in games. You should have sent them some games, Wyland. I would have